Oh hi, I'm Jade. I'm just kind of like sat here again on the streets of Manchester. I came back from London yesterday in connection with getting some female hormone tablets so I can begin my gender reassignment, or you want to call it. Um, I've just been discussing with David some artistic ideas that I have about in connection with my transsexuality and my female appearance and things. No, it just kind of like reminds me when I was doing prostitution about 2 or 3 years ago. I had a kind of like similar look to that, just blonde hair and kind of like quite just typical female makeup really, and I suppose what it reminds me of. I just find it very interesting. It's kind of like, I find it very artistic, but it's kind of like slightly, not pornographic, but quite fetishistic as well.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces.
I think I was about 22, 23. I was kind of dressed like a punky boy at the time. I think I had sharp bleached hair, and this guy used to come to my flat. He didn't really give me much money, to be honest.
You ever had much trouble off the police or harassment while working on the streets?
On the edge of Canal Street, near to Canal, and near to Minchell Street, where I've done a lot of my prostituting. I'm just going to walk down the canal and see what's happening down there, see who's cruising down there, and see if there's any business or anything. It's quite peaceful actually. I quite like to come down here sometimes, just walk around and stuff and see what's happening. Sometimes I didn't really earn much money around here working as a prostitute because they knew that I was a transsexual. Some were interested in me, some weren't. And in some ways I felt I was in some ways doing performance, to be honest. I was being paid in some ways for performance as well as for sex. I think I first started working around here about 5, 6, 7 years ago. I'd heard of some of the people who were doing it. I'd heard of some of the transsexual prostitutes who'd done the same thing. So I thought, well, I might as well try it. I want to partly for experience, partly for financial gain. In some ways, it's kind of like I can live in my own world. I can, when I've done it, I used to come out here at 12 o'clock at midnight, early hours of morning. I used to just walk around, and I used to get paid, mainly to give guys oral sex, and I just came here and did it. I used to wear heels and long hair and makeup and stuff, and it was interesting. I didn't always get much money, but it was interesting. And I just used to walk around for I'll stand around for 2-3 hours. Most nights I would get at least one client. I've had a few strange encounters with clients where they've kind of left me in the middle of nowhere things. But I just make sure I keep my wits about me if I do anything. If I do any prostitution on the streets, I make sure I keep my wits about me. And I look at the guy when I get in the car and see if I look at how strong he is and see if I can overpower him in any way. Or those things go through my mind. But I make sure I'm aware of what's happening. To be honest, I'd rather work from home. I think in many ways it's safer.
You'd rather work from home?
Yeah, because you can vet your clients, you can speak to them first. You can kind of get a rough idea of if they're okay or not.
What's the most scary experience that you've had whilst being a sex worker?
One of the scariest experiences I had was I was working around this area probably about 3 or 4 years ago, and I was dressed completely as a female, and this guy wanted me to give him sex. So I got into his car, he drove me somewhere which I didn't really know where I was, and he started being quite aggressive, demanded oral sex, and he told me to get out of the car because he had a gun. So obviously that was quite worrying.
He had a gun?
Yeah, it was. I just got out of the car. Luckily I had money to get a cab back to central Manchester.
Did he pay you?
Yeah, I got the money up first, I always do. Basically, I just feel like I've received a lot of abuse over the last 3 years. I've actually had to be arrested, I've actually overdosed, I've actually received domestic abuse, all because of my wanting to live as a female. Often that's happened in the village, sadly, even in Napoleon's over the last 4 weeks. And because of that, I've decided to become maybe more political and maybe stay away from the village for a while. Because unless they can take my rights as a transsexual female more seriously, then I'm not sure if I want to come here. Oh hi, do you have any transgender support groups? You don't? What's that, sorry?
Want to come up anyway?
Let's leave it for now, leave it for now.
We don't have any transgender support groups.
Alright, we'll leave it there, we'll speak to your friend. Bye-bye.
So basically, they don't have any transgender support
No,
groups.
the lesbian gay formation, I don't really think much of it, to be honest. They're transgenderphobic. It's okay to poke fun of transsexuals. As far as lesbian and gay foundation are concerned, it's okay to poke fun of transsexuals. But basically, with them, David's a problem they don't really want to know. I'm going through gender change from male to female, even though I identify as genetic female anyway. The abuse that I've received over the last 3 to 4 weeks and over the last 2 to 3 years, I don't really want to go back there. Until the village and the complete place like Napoleon's can improve its transsexual policy and improve it, then I'm not going in there. I'm sure a lot of my transsexual friends won't be either. I'll be speaking to somebody from the transgender community over the next week or so who takes my rights as a transgender female seriously, and if need be I'll move to London where transgender rights are more political and taken more seriously.
What does it say?
You want to read it out? Take notice that we live in this property, it is our home and we intend to stay here. At all times there is at least one person in this property, but any entry or attempt to enter into this property without our permission is a criminal offence. You may receive a sentence up to 6 months imprisonment and or fine up to £5,000. This one I'm living at the moment, yeah.
How many of the people would you say live here?
Probably about 15, 20 roughly.
And there's always someone here.
Yeah.
And is it safe?
Yeah, it's safe to, yeah, it's safe, yeah. For some ways I come across as being this kind of like screamy, antagonistic drag queen or whatever, right? In some ways I'm actually quite an ordinary female.
How did you first meet these guys?
Oh, Tomboy brought me here about a month ago and he brought me here.
It's quite surreal then.
Sometimes being a transsexual can be quite a surreal experience anyway, so everyone's sleeping at the moment. I know it's a bit of a mess, but it's kind of like I'm here for probably possibly the next month or so, I don't know. It's quite fun here. In some ways it reminds me of when I was kind of like a gay punk before I was on female hormones and stuff. So in some ways it's almost like I'm actually, you know, looking back at myself in some ways, but I'm also making steps to kind of like go forward in the future as a female.